Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Rimuru's Journey for His Beloved, Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest, by Sakura Arashi. Chapter 8. Donner and domination over rival Hajime started to grill more meat and consumed them. There wasn't any pain that assaulted him. He wondered if it was because of the skill or had he just developed a tolerance for it. Hajime did not know, but he rejoiced. With this he did not have to taste hell every time. Hajime ate until he was full. Now he has a chance against the demon bear, so for now he returned back to his base determined to beat the bear. Other wolves were carved for their meat. Compared to his first time with them, this time it was easy. He returned to the area with the god's crystal and created a storage to store the carved meat with this transmuting. A few days have passed since Hajime returned to the base, and all this time he had been training his transmuting and new skills. Everything was going well, and all his skills were progressing well. His transmutation skill went through a change. The skill had acquired a derived skill from itself. Mineral appraisal was the name of the skill. In the royal capital of the kingdom, only high-ranking smiths had this skill. Just like the name suggested, it would appraise whatever the user's holding. Hajime decided to check the neighboring minerals with his newfound skill. When a person uses the skill, the description will show up on their status plate. Green light stone. This stone has the ability to absorb magic. Green light is produced with this saved up magic. If it is split, all the accumulated magic will be released in an instant. Hajime grinned and laughed as a thought came up. From here he could search for minerals to make powerful weapons that could be his trump card. Combustion stone. An inflammable ore. The structural component is used to fuel the combustion. Continuously burning will reduce size until nothing is left. Explosion may occur if many are lit in a sealed area. Its power is equivalent to a higher level fire spell. This depends on the amount and rate of compression used in forging. When he read the description, a thought suddenly appeared in his head like a mad scientist. This mineral sounded like gunpowder. If this was the case, then he could create a weapon with extreme firepower with his transmuting. 10 days have passed since he ate the wolf, and finally he had succeeded producing his project. This weapon could send out an attack several times faster than the speed of sound. It was a modern weapon with great firepower. Overall length was 35 centimeters. It had a revolving magazine that held 6 bullets made from Tauru ore. The barrel was elongated. Bullets were made using Tauru ore as the projectile, and compressed powdered combustion stone was the propellant. Oversized revolver would accurately describe the firearm. I did it. With this I could easily deal with that monster, but first a good partner needs a name. You shall be Donner. He named his gun Dopan. A loud sound was heard as he fired his new partner. Hajime had designed Donner using modern firearms as the model. He looked at his masterpiece and laughed slightly. This world's craftsman only knew how to make a good sword or armor. Right now, a new weapon has been created in this world that was ruled by swords and magic. Hollow diamond, hollow diamond, hollow diamond, hollow diamond, hollow diamond, hollow diamond, hollow diamond. The sound of chewing could be heard as Hajime eats the rabbit he had just hunted. He had expected the meat to taste better since it was a rabbit, but it was still demon flesh. It was just bad like normal. This is the first time I ate a rabbit. That's right. My status might have gone higher. Nagumo Hajime, 17-year-old male, class Synergist, level 12. Strength 200, vitality 300, resistance 200, agility 400. Magic power 350, magic resistance 350, skills transmutation, mineral appraisal, precise transmutation, mineral investigation, magic manipulation, iron stomach, lightning clad, divine step, aerodynamic, ground shrink, language comprehension. It seems his status goes up when he eats a demon. He noticed that repeatedly eating the same type of demon has a severe diminishing return on the improvements. While eating new type of demons greatly increased his stats. He immediately tested divine step. Divine step made you move at high speed, leaving only a blur behind. Aerodynamics meant that Hajime could jump while in the air, creating a transparent platform with mana. After training for a while, he was ready to go to the place where most of the monsters avoided, the lair of the beast. Hollow diamond, 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 hollow diamond. After making his way to the place where he last saw the bear, he finally arrived. The bear was currently enjoying a meal. Its meal looked like one of those rabbits. When he confirmed it was his arch nemesis, Hajime laughed fearlessly and advanced towards it. Yo bear. Long time no see huh? Was my arm delicious? Hoped you enjoyed it cause that's the last time you're tasting me, Hajime said fearlessly. The beast narrowed its sharp eyes. It roared at Hajime while staring him in the eyes. Good, that's the spirit, that's right, this is rematch. Hajime pulled out Donner and aimed it at the bear, then shot it. The bear, before even shooting Donner, already dodged it. Most likely it anticipated the shot from the bloodlust coming off Hajime. As expected of the lord of this level. For something over 2 meters tall, it had a startling reaction speed. But even so, the bear didn't fully avoid it. On the left top shoulder of the bear a grazed wound could be seen. Raw. The bear roared as anger could be seen in its eyes. It had finally acknowledged him as an enemy. Ha ha ha, that's right, I am not just prey you hunt for food, I am an enemy. The bear once more came rushing towards Hajime. When Hajime fired Donner, somehow the charging bear was able to avoid it. How did he have such a reaction for such a massive figure? As soon as the bear got close enough, the bear immediately attacked. It brandished its claws. The special magic it had was activated, and its 3 claws seemed to distort. Hajime's memories of the rabbit flashed back, so instead of timing it and then dodging, he immediately dodged on the spot. In a grand style, the bear's claw narrowly missed Hajime. The claws did not touch the ground at all. 3 groves were engraved into the ground. Just as the bear roared in frustration of missing its target, a flashbang made by using the green crystal was thrown at the foot of the bear. The bear had never encountered such a weapon, so it was completely blinded for a moment when it stared right at it. While flourishing his arm in chaos, it struggled to roar. Not being able to see anything caused it to panic. Seeing this chance, Hajime pointed Donner and fired. The bullet that was electromagnetically accelerated hit the left shoulder of the bear, and blew it away from the base. Rahhhhh. The bear roared. Abundant amount of blood started to flow from the wound. The left arm that was blown off was twirling in the arm, and fell on the ground with a thud. Haha, what a coincidence. Hajime said that was not his intended aim. Hajime was still not an expert marksman. He had fought with many enemies that just rushed forward. Unless you had full knowledge of its movement, it was very difficult to fire a pinpoint shot. So the bullet taking the left arm was totally not planned. Hajime walked over to the severed arm and using his straight end jaw he tore into the bare flesh. He was reproducing the nightmare that the bear showed him. As always, it tastes horrible, but this has the best taste so far. Suddenly it happened. The pain of when he started to eat a demon meat, though the pain wasn't as bad as before, he still fell to one knee. The reason for this was the bear's meat was more potent and stronger than the wolf's and rabbit's meat. The bear, who had just recovered from the flashbang, tried to take advantage of the situation and started to rush Hajime. Hajime, seeing this, just grinned. He placed Donner back in its holster and then he placed his hand on the ground. His hand became clad with lightning. A maximum-powered, lightning clad, traversed the liquid on the ground. When the bear stepped into the area, the power ruthlessly assaulted him. The liquid on the ground was the bear's blood. A sea of blood scattered like fountains. Hajime had picked up the bear's bleeding left arm and scattered the blood to the winds. He connected the surrounding blood puddles with his. Eating in battle and showing off was not something he did, although he did not factor in the possibility of pain from consuming the flesh. Hajime had already intended to lay a trap for it. He wanted to eat the arm to anger the bear enough to get it to rush straight at him. The plan went a little haywired, but the results were all right. The result was the bear was instantly killed. There was no exhilarating feeling like he imagined, but he didn't feel empty either. Ah yes, my goal is to reunite with my brother and go home. Anyone who stands in my way, kill. After getting his resolve back, he went and checked his status plate. Nagumo Hajime, 17-year-old male, class. Synergist level. 17 strength. 300 vitality. 400 resistance. 300 agility. 450 magic power. 400 magic resistance. 400 skills. Transmutation, mineral appraisal, precise transmutation, mineral investigation, mineral separation, mineral fusion, magic manipulation, iron stomach, lightning clad, divine step, aerodynamic ground shrink, air claw, language comprehension.